Tarique Rahman is returning to Bangladesh after being in exile for over 17 years in London. Mass rallies are being planned by the BNP ahead of February elections. How do you assess the political impact of his return on political stability and international relations for Bangladesh, especially in terms of democratic process, election credibility?
Well, first of all, let me say it's a very dangerous game that is going on presently in Bangladesh politics. It's okay for them to plan for the election, and that's what they are. They are for the caretaker government has not really given any promise what exactly is coming up in the election. First of all, all the parties should have been given opportunity to participate. But Awami League uh, has been not is not being allowed to participate. So how can it be a really representative election? That's my first comment. Secondly, absentee political leaders who have been not been in the country for so long, they do not know what the pulse beat of the people is, how people feel and think about the situation. I don't know to what extent the leader will be able to enthuse the crowd and whether the crowd will really give him an opportunity. So it's a big risk they are taking and putting all the expectations on one single individual. Whether he will be able to measure up to it is not really clear. To my mind, what is important right now in Bangladesh is to change the tempo, change the mood, being more open about situations, about other political parties, their viewpoints, allow them to participate. Only then would it be representative. One messiah who comes from outside, who has been away for so long, and to come back and he will take over charge of this of the whole country and deliver. That's a question which the Bangladesh electors must consider. I think it's a big risk, and I don't think it has any chance of success because people who do not know what is the pulse beat, what is actually happening on the ground, what are the cross currents, what are the different forces that are at work, whether there are only local people or whether there are outsiders who are playing the role, that will be the one which will determine which way the country takes the course. So I think Bangladesh needs a lot of divine help, a lot of good sense, and a lot of open-mindedness in case they want that democracy in their country returns. Because for the last 1 year, what has been happening is really very sad. Sad not just for the country, but because otherwise Bangladesh has a lot of potential economically and otherwise. But and more importantly, how to address the issues which affect a common man, a poverty level, and how do you address that? That is the question which the next leader will have to take. But how are they going to also perform on the international level? What kind of policies they are going to have vis-a-vis their neighbors? India is really greatly concerned that the present trend of diatribes against India on every and single issue is something which can be very detrimental for our bilateral relations for a long time to come. We are two neighbors, very important neighbors. We need each other. It's not just that India needs peace and quiet. We also need Bangladesh also needs that there will be a friendly, understanding neighbor who can help. In fact, India has been doing nothing but helping them. I'm not just talking about their independence and their formation of Bangladesh, but even after that, economically, how much help we have been able to give, what kind of support we have been giving them. That is an issue which should be of concern to average Bangladeshi before they cast their vote. So the coming of any outside leader, that he will have all the answers, that he'll be able to solve all the problems, I think they're taking too many chances and too many things are being put into his expectations.
So, how do you also look at India-Bangladesh relationship moving forward? And do you think that it is the political instability, the internal domestic policies, and the domestic mess that he has created, especially by giving rise to extremist voices? There was a Hindu man who was lynched. So, how do you see the relationship going forward? And is it the internal politics that has led to the bilateral mess between the two countries? Because the high commissioners of both the countries were summoned, and there are also statements coming in from Yunus government ministers saying that Mohammed Yunus was personally working to normalize ties between the two countries.
Well, first of all, let me tell you, the present mood in the ruling establishment is not terribly positive towards India. In fact, they are the ones who have encouraged people on the street to rise against India in some form or the other. How can you possibly do that? This is what I mean. It may be for a political purpose. They may it may serve the purpose for a short time, but over the long run, there are issues which have to be given full importance, and that issue is peace and quiet and friendly relationship with India. Without India's help, they will not be able to go anywhere. They have so many problems, and India is the only friend and who has been guiding them. So we are patient. We feel that good sense will prevail among the people, that at the end of the day, after the political rhetoric has died down and slowed down, then the people who come into power, they will have the wisdom and foresight to see it is in their interest, not just in India's interest, but their interest also to chart a course which will be positive for bilateral friendly relationship. Only then there is hope for them. India is a big country, and uh, we can bear any kind of a shock, but it's for them. The choice is very, very limited. They can, of course, look up to Pakistan, but what can Pakistan do? Pakistan itself is in doldrum, not just politically but economically. What else? What can they do except to provide them on religious grounds some kind of guidance, support? But that's not the one which is going to take them forward for long. They're not going to be of much help in terms of political development, economic development, and improving the plight of the people. So, for India, we are patient. We feel that good sense will prevail. The right leadership will take over, and they will see the wisdom in improving relations with India. Only then it will be in their interest, in the country's interest, politically, economically, and otherwise. So we have not taken any action against what provocative statements which are coming from the establishment and even outside. We are watching situation. We are giving them time. We understand that in a volatile situation there can be hot. There can be people who can make issue. They make say things which are not really in the long-term interest, and they say it only for currying favor in the local situation. So, to my mind, we are patient, and we hope in the interest of both the countries that things will die down. There will be genuine democracy that can take shape in that country, and so that the economic problems can be addressed, and that's what our hope is.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for your
Anytime.
time, sir. I'll send you the link, sir.
Anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
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 you.
you very much, and
Thank you,
I
sir.
wish you good.
Merry
Today is
Christmas, sir.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and I wish you a happy New Year also
Thank you, sir.
to
Thank you.
you and your colleagues in ANI.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, sir.